Cooking with your girl Judy. Listen, y'all. Today we are having Swedish meatballs, and they're gonna be good. Okay. And I'm wearing my gloves today because my fingernails are breaking off. And I cannot go to the, even though I do wear my gloves all the time, to the beauty shop, to the nail salon and get them done because of this virus. So they've been coming off slowly but surely. And when they come off this time, I think I'm going to leave them off for good. Okay, let me put my gloves back on and tell you what you're going to need. You will need today, I got a half a cup of ground pork. It's not the ground sausage pork. It's ground pork. I had some pork around here, and it was like a pork, not cube steak, but a pork. It was like almost like a pork chop, and I ground it up in my grinder, and we're gonna use this about a half a cup, and we will be using 36 ounces, 2.25 pounds of ground beef. Okay, I'm gonna mix those two together. Oh, and wait a minute, before I get started, I want to go ahead on and put this half and half in my panko breadcrumbs, because it's gonna have to sit for about 10 minutes. And I've got a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna put like maybe a little under a half and half in here and let them soak. Okay, I might as well go with the whole cup. I mean a whole half a cup. Okay, let's get them mixed up there. Okay, and I'm gonna sit them to the side here. Put the top back on, because I'm gonna use a little of this half and half in my gravy also. Okay, you'll need half teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I don't like nutmeg, I don't like ground allspice, but it gives it sort of like a flavor. Okay, you'll need about a half a cup of diced onions. You'll need about a tablespoon of Lawry's seasoning salt, tablespoon of garlic salt, you'll need about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We're gonna kick it up a notch. I like the flavor of cayenne pepper. Okay, now you don't have to use this, but I'm going to use it. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. You'll need 2 eggs, the yolk. You don't need the white part, you need the yolk. Okay, you need wide egg noodles. Okay, a bowl to mix everything in. And for the gravy, you're gonna need, it's called a roux though, really. You're gonna need like a half a stick of butter to about a half a cup or a cup of flour. Okay, now you're gonna make that roux. You'll need sour cream and beef broth. Now you know I do my broth in here. So I've got my broth, beef broth in here, okay? So I'm gonna put this back on the stove. And I'm gonna warm my frying pan up because I'm gonna make that broth. I mean that roux, okay? I'm gonna open up my ground beef and get that mixed up. And I'm gonna put the sausage in on it. Not the sausage, but the ground pork. The half a cup of ground pork. Okay? I'm gonna mix garlic salt in here. About a tablespoon. Tablespoon of Lawry's. Tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons, okay? Teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now you can brown your onions, saute your onions, but I'm gonna put the onions in there without sauteing because they're gonna cook anyway, okay? Egg yolk. Two egg yolk. Now this is what I said I don't like too much nutmeg, but it needs just a hint of nutmeg in there. And I said a half teaspoon. About a half a teaspoon. About a half teaspoon of the allspice. Or 1/8. Not much. And my panko breadcrumbs that I've been letting them sit and absorb that half and half. We're gonna need this. Okay, and I think that's about it. That's all my flavors. Okay, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go away and mix it up, and I'll bring you back, okay? Okay, here's my ground beef mixed up. Now I'm going to cut them out in balls and put them on this cookie sheet with parchment paper. Let me get some gloves. And I'm going to roll them out in little balls. And the reason why I'm using the cream scooper is because I want them to all come out and about the same size. And I'm going to show you how I do two. Okay, roll them out, scoop them up, and roll them out. And they're about a handful, about as big as the palm of your hand. Okay, let me show you one more. Okay, and I'm going to roll them up, scoop them, and roll them, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here are my perfectly rolled up meatballs. I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 26 meatballs. This little one at the bottom here. 26 meatballs. I'm going to stick them in the oven and let them cook for about 35 minutes. And I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm getting ready to make my roux. And I'm going to put, I said a half a stick of butter. But I think I'm going to put like a whole stick of butter because I want to make a lot of sauce for the Swedish meatballs. So I'm going to add this half a stick of butter in here also. This half, one half and the other half. You get the butter to melt it. Okay, got that butter all melted up. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of flour. And I'm going to stir it around until it turns like maybe a caramel color or a little darker. And I'm going to stick with it for about maybe 10 minutes. Okay? So I'm going to go away, and when I come back, it'll be dark. Now the roux is a golden caramel brown. And I've been stirring around in it for about maybe 10 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to add like a teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to add like 2 cups of beef broth. Maybe about 3. Turning it down. Okay, we don't want it to come out to be like a gravy, thick like a gravy. We want a sauce. So I'm going to add that 4th cup of beef broth. Okay. I'm going to put a little hot water in there to sort of thinning it out. And I'm going to stir it in. Okay. I'm putting in about a half a cup of half and half. And about 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Sour cream. I'm going to stir it up a little bit. It's done separated. I'm going to stir it in and get it real mixed up. And I'll come back. Okay, guys, I'm putting my meatballs in my sauce. My sauce is ready. And see, it's a golden caramel brown. All right. And I'm going to let them simmer for about maybe 3-4 minutes in this sauce. And I'll be back to show you the end results. Okay, look at there. And I've got my egg noodles on the back. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, here are my Swedish meatballs. This is a 1-dish meal. You really don't need nothing to go with it but some hot buttered rolls. And I'm just gonna settle for this. And these look really good. And I let them cool off so I can eat them. I can get the taste. The meatballs are big enough where you can cut and cut them in fours. They're not real little bitty meatballs. And they shriveled down a little bit, shrunk. But they're gonna be good anyway. Oh, they are so good. They may need just a little bit more salt in them for me. But they got the right taste. I can taste a little hint of that cayenne pepper. And honey. Honey. They wonderful. Meatball. They good. And I followed the egg noodles with the direction on the back of the pack of egg noodles. But what I did, I let them boil, come to a quick boil, and I turned them off. And then I put a top back on them, and they still did good. These are really good. Really, 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 really good. That's a little too big. I'm going to cut that one in half. Okay, subscribe, like, and comment to my video. Swedish meatballs. And I got me a glass of wine with them. That's all I need. Cheers. Y'all be safe. Ooh, that's good. Be safe. Stay in the house. Even though you need to get your nails done like me. Stay in the house. Now unless you got to run out to the grocery store real quick. Be humble. Stay blessed. Y'all have a good day. Let me show you one more meatball. See that meatball? Bye for now. Well, no. Y'all ain't got to go home. You sure ain't got to go home. But you got to get out of here. Bye for now.